God bless Jai Alai, ladies and gentlemen. How I have missed you, Battle Court. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And you know what else is back? 3-set losses for your Cyclones. Billy Gill 1, Nasty Nate 0. Billy said Fireballs were taking the opening match. I said we're taking it. And turns out Billy was right. Oh, that was a painful one. But we're going to focus on the positives here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to knock out Clone Cartel right away. I liked what I saw. Because here's a little background. Lost the game day, but Bueno is out with an injury. Don't know how long this injury could be. I've heard a week. I've heard possibly a month. We'll see. Hopefully on the shorter side. But that injury definitely affected us because our Division 6 team played, and El Barba subbing in for Bueno is a huge, massive difference. And I think Battle Court, you need to rectify it. If I would address anything, I'd say right now, what are we thinking that Bueno, he was supposed to play in 2 matches today. He's on the Division 4 team with Unda and a Division 6 match. For Division 4, Robin was able to sub in for him, but not for the Division 6, mind you. Why can't we have Robin in both, right? When Robin last played, he was a Division 4 player. So some might say it's an advantage for him to step in for Bueno, who's a Division 5 player. But I would argue, and I think the league would also argue and tell you, that the talent has gotten better. Robin would not be a Division 4 player in Season 8 of Battle Court. He'd be a Division 5 player, and that's what Bueno is. We should be able to take Robin for both of them, because, man, watching that El Barba and Stan matchup, woof, that was rough. El Barba has played better. We have Cool Fitness, Coconut, though, Friday in our matchup. We'll get there, talk about that, but it's tough. You know, those 2 matches, Robin and Unda played admirably. Actually, they pushed him to, oh no, wait. Robin and I'm now blanking on if I'm thinking of another. No, they did. They pushed him to 3 sets and lost on the final point. That was a tough one to lose. Could have had that one. Iñaki losing to his opponent, Uritia. Gotta do better. If there's a takeaway one, no, you know what? I'm going to focus on the positives. I'll say, Iñaki, we locked you down to be a top-tier Division 2 player. Losing both your matches, that's not top tier. You got to come away with one of those matches for us, Iñaki. And you can't be losing, getting dominated 6-1, 6-3. Although that Division 3 team for the Fireballs, that looks like it's going to be a good Division 3 team. But Battle Court, let us have Robin for both of them. Okay? It's not right. We're losing a top tier. I would argue Bueno is the second best Division 5 player out there behind Cabrera. I think Cabrera has established himself head and shoulders above everybody. And you heard Stu and Andrew praise him as one of the most valuable players in all of Battle Court because of his catch rate is like 8th in the league, and he's a Division 5 player. That's massive. That's massive value there that he adds. And with how they've changed Battle Court, having someone who's so much better than his other opponents in those divisions makes a difference on the game day, right? And is as valuable as having talented higher division players. So it's not just about your talent at high divisions. It's about the players that you have and how do they compare to the players in their division and your ability to create teams. But the positives, what did I see? Woo! Manu announcing himself as back, ladies and gentlemen. Manu was plus 15 on the game day. Dominant performance against the Rats. Just walked him all over the court. Jairo and Manu, I was already excited about this team. But to watch them play, and they put Lalu and Arats in the torture chamber, man. Lalu didn't want any piece of it. They dominated that match, and I'm excited. Didn't get to see Manu and Iñaki play. That was a good team for us last season. Hopefully they can continue to be a good team, but we need that Manu and Jairo and Manu and Iñaki team to be dominant for this team to be successful. And Manu and Jairo looked exactly like that. And we know Jairo, he's happy to be a Cyclone. And Clone Cartel's happy to have you. Whoosh, whoosh, Jairo. So as we look around the rest of the league, Renegades, dominant. Right, but they went against those Warriors, which, in my opinion, the Warriors, they look like the worst team in Battle Court. But they dominated them 5-1. Go Cherry's looking good, and I maybe underestimated how good this Renegades team could be because of Amiga Reina, but him being paired with Go Cherry, I might have to take back what I said of we're not losing a game day to the Renegades. But it doesn't count if we lose a game day to the Warriors or the Renegades during this injury. When I said that, I thought we had Bueno all in good health, but then we don't. So if we're at full health, we're not losing to those two teams. And we'd have beaten the Fireballs at full health today. So even though it's what I would say has plagued the Cyclones for so many seasons, nobody loses more 3-set matches than the Cyclones. It's a proven fact, and even so far in this season, no one's lost more 3-set matches than us. They just don't, and on final points too. It's terrible. We've got to find a way to push through on those final 3 sets. Devils, Chargers. Chargers look good. I mean, you got Iñaki and Ubia who won the, World Champions competition that they just had recently, and they're playing like a dominant team. Ubia I did not rate him that high, but he is clearly establishing himself as a higher tier Division 3 player. So I knew the Fireballs, I was nervous going into this. I knew the Fireballs were returning a pretty solid team. Warriors, feel confident we're better than them. Devils, we gotta have it this season for highlight. I can't not make the playoffs again. Like I said, if we don't make the playoffs with this team, I am out. And I'm confident we will make the playoffs. Why? Because of what I saw out of Manu. Manu, my captain. He's locked in. And I think Manu is going to carry us. And he's going to get what we need on Friday with the Warriors. So, let's take a look at that game day. We've got Douglas and Manny versus Jairo and Manu. That's a point, man. Jairo and Manu have already, in my opinion, established themselves as one of the best Division 2 teams in one match. Dominant performance, +9. Douglas and Manny, nah, they can't hang with them. Inaki and Unda, rough. Go first time, they got rocked. But let's talk about Unda. New player, new to Battle Court. Didn't win any of his matches, but let me tell you something. I liked what I saw out of him. I liked the aggressive play. The dude was throwing freaking shots. Unda, stay aggressive. Clean up the catching a little bit. Get a little bit more consistent there. But that shot making ability, I love it. I can tolerate a couple drops if you're getting points with the shots he's throwing. And he made some spectacular throws where I'm like, man, this guy, for his first match on this Fronton to be making the plays he made, I was honestly really impressed, despite the fact that he did not win any of his matches. Lost in 3 in that very first one, and then did get dominated in that final one. But for me, like, in that domination, I'm like, Iñaki, you got to step up and be a little bit better. Like, Iñaki should not get pushed around that much, losing, I think it was like 3-6, 6-1, something like that. But I love the shot making ability that I see out of Unda, and I think he's gonna adjust, and he'll get some improvement on that catching aspect. But the shot making ability is there, and I honestly, we haven't had a backcourter like him who makes as many shots as he did in his doubles matches. I liked what I saw. At least, hey, he may have lost. It was fun to watch. Unda, you were fun to watch. Let me tell you that. I'll watch it. That was entertaining. I'll watch Unda Huckapelota over Ikeda all day. Oh, Ikeda 3-set losses and boring. Back to the corner. I'll take Unda all day, every day over that. So anyway, Alex and Julian versus Iñaki and Unda. Ooh, I'm going to give that one to the Warriors. Alex is improved. He did beat Iñaki last year, which that's the younger brother. Kind of unacceptable there. Get your payback, Iñaki. But Julian, I mean, I like Julian as a player. I don't know. Now that I keep looking at it, we got to have this. Iñaki, show me what you can do. Show me why we locked you. Make it happen. Cyclones go up 2-0. Douglas versus Manu. These two guys go back and forth, right? I don't know how many times the Division 1 players play each other, if they play each other 3 times a year or one a year a season or twice a season, but I know Manu beat Douglas once, Douglas beat him once, and I can't remember if there was a third time that they played each other. I want to say they only play each other twice. Could go either way, but Manu's looking good. I don't think we have to have that one. Robin and Unda, I think those two, with how well they played, can take Gallo and Manny, but we'll see. I'm going to go Manu, though. The captain, the way he handled Arats, Douglas is a little bit more like energetic, more shots thrown. He's a more offensive Division 1 player than Arats is in singles, and he's more rangy, covers more of the fronton, so that can give Manu problems. But again, if Manu is putting the pelota where he wants to, that frustrates Douglas too. So I think that's a tight match, but I'm going to give it to Manu because of how well he asserted himself. Alex versus Iñaki. Iñaki, you gotta have it. Take him down. That's your little bro. Put him in his place. And then Correa and Gallo versus Williams and Stan. Williams stepping in for Stan. I don't know. Williams, like, Stan in the backcourt, like Correa, big time improved. That's going to be a tough one for us to win. I'm going to say we don't win it, but what can you show us, Coconut? Cool J? Cool Fitness? Can you show us something? I know you can show us plenty. Show us something. Cyclones, Clone Cartel, we need you. God bless Jai Alai, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. We back, Battle Court.